The LG V20 user here, and today I'm doing a video about iPadOS. So Apple announced iPadOS at their WWDC conference on Monday. So iPadOS is a new thing from Apple. So this is basically an OS for iPads only. So iPad is getting its own new OS from Apple, and it's about time. So it's about fucking time that iPad got its own OS. So that is good news, and we'll see how this iPadOS thing plays out. So if you guys go to Apple's website, you guys will see iPadOS here, and that's what it looks like here. So let's go check it out. This is for iPads only, obviously. So, yeah. So there's the iPad right there. That's what the interface is. That's what the interface is going to look like. Alright. What's in the name? Quite a bit, actually. It says, while built on the same foundation as iOS, iPad has become a truly distinct experience with powerful apps designed for a large multi-touch display. Multitasking made simple with intuitive gestures and the ability to drag and drop a file with a fingertip. It's always been magical. Now it's called iPadOS. It's coming this fall when iOS 13 is released this fall as well. So iOS 13 and iPadOS will be launching aside each other. So Apple has a lot of things launching this fall, so stay tuned for that. Slide over and split view. Slide over and split view had made working with multiple apps on iPad effortless. Now they can take your workflows to another level by letting you work exactly how you want and even more intuitive ways. Keep all your favorite apps at the ready and slide over. That's pretty nice. So you guys have slide over and split screen view on this here. So that's pretty nice. So y'all guys will really be able to multitask like a boss. So yeah. They're showing iMessages here. I think iMessages right here. It's for messages. We're showing reminders and all that. You got reminders there. You got a whole bunch of apps open here. This is like the recent apps window, I guess. So that's pretty nice. Work with the same app across multiple spaces. So you guys can have two with the same app open, I guess. And also app exposed, and see all the spaces you have open with a single app by tapping the icon in the top. It says now you can open an app on both sides of split view, perfect for working on two documents side by side, or even use one app across many different projects you have open on iPad. So you can have Safari paired with Pages in one space, and Safari paired with Mail in another. So it's pretty cool. New home screen. So the iPadOS has a new home screen, obviously. So it's going to be a bit different than what y'all are used to with previous iPad OSs. So the iPadOS is going to have its own home screen, new home screen, and everything else. So it's going to be different than what y'all would have with the iPad to run iOS 12 or whatever. So new home screen. The home screen has been redesigned to take advantage of the large iPad display. A redefined layout lets you see more apps and you can pin. You could pin useful widgets on the front page. So y'all got some paired widgets and stuff like that on the front page. There's the home screen right there. Pin your favorite today view widgets on the home screen and see them at a glance. So that's our home screen right there. Apple Pencil. So iPadOS has support for Apple Pencil, obviously. I was hoping it would, because why not, you know? It says the precision and versatility of Apple Pencil makes it easy, make it an amazing tool for long note taking and making things up. Now even with more, now with even lower latency, writing with Apple Pencil feels even more like writing on paper, and with entirely new ways to use it, you will only have to put it down when you want to. So it has a tool palette, across a new set of tools in the redesign palette. You can shrink or move anywhere. Also has full page markup. Capture a screenshot of an entire web page, document your email, and mark it out. It also has Sidecar and macOS Catalina. I'm going to guess until you say that. Extend your workspace with your iPad, Mac, and Apple Pencil there. Text editing. Part of the magic of iPad is that almost anything can be done with multi-touch. Using simple, intuitive gestures. And now iPadOS makes it easier and faster to select and edit text using just your fingers. Copy with a 3-finger pinch. So you guys use 3-finger pinch to copy there. So that's pretty cool. It says copy, paste, and undo more with simple new gestures. You guys have some this is the paste by doing the 3 fingers again. It says place by dropping the text down with 3 fingers. So you use your fingers to copy, paste, undo, and more with simple gestures. So. And the next one, undo with a 3-finger swipe left. So if you guys want to undo something, you guys swipe 3 fingers left, then you guys will undo whatever that you guys are trying to undo. You guys have cursor navigation. Pick up the cursor and drag it precisely where you want it. You guys also have multi-select. Quickly select a block of text by dragging your finger over it. And you guys also have intelligent text selection. Select a word with a double tap, a sentence with 3 taps, or a whole paragraph with 4 taps. You guys have keyboard here. The on-screen keyboard is always there for responding to email and taking notes in a meeting. You can also use a physical keyboard like the Smart Keyboard if you want one. And with iPadOS, there are more ways to use both, however you want. So you guys have a floating keyboard, which is pretty dope. Pinch to shrink the quick type keyboard and move it anywhere, and move it wherever you want for easy one-handed typing, and more room for apps. Also has a quick path typing, type by swiping from one letter to the next. So it adds a swipe type of keyboard on that. That's pretty nice. It also has keyboard shortcuts, so definitely handy, especially on the iPad. So it makes things easier and more quicker to get to wherever you guys need to get to. So navigate the web in Safari and manage your files faster with lots of new keyboard shortcuts for physical keyboards. You guys have fonts, so it's pretty nice. So the iPad is the perfect device for creating beautiful documents and page layouts. And with iPadOS, you can get great fonts from the App Store to use in your documents. So you guys can get fonts from the App Store. You could probably get some free fonts, but you will have to pay for some of them. Font management. Bring out the personality of your projects by installing and managing custom fonts to use in your favorite apps. So that's pretty good. Files. The Files apps let you access and manage your files however you want. all in one convenient place. And iPadOS gives you powerful new ways to view, work on, and share files. So that is it. Once you guys need to share files from one device to the other, the iPadOS will let you do that easily and all that. So that's pretty good. It has redesigned Files app, get a more detailed view of the files and more controls to do what you want with them. So it has the Files app, which is right here. I'm guessing what they're showing right here is the Files app. You guys have iCloud Drive folder sharing. Collaborate on files and documents with shared folders so everyone is in the loop. Alright. So if you guys need to do like a group project, this would be a great tool to do it with here. It also has file servers, get to those web files from the server or home PC right from the Files app. It also has external drives, so you guys can connect an external hard drive, SD card reader, and yes, even a USB card with like a thumbstick and all that shit. So you guys can connect external hard drives and shit. So that is a win. So that is a great tool to have. So you guys have external hard drive and shit, you guys can connect it to your iPad and rock on that. Of course, that's Safari, of course, no surprise there. Just browse the internet on iPad is so immersive, it's like holding the web in your hands. And now powerful new gestures make Safari on iPadOS a desktop class browsing experience. So that is a win. So you guys get like a desktop experience with Safari browser on iPadOS. It has desktop class browsing. Enjoy the desktop version of websites on your iPad so you can use web apps like Google Docs, Squarespace, and WordPress. Also has Download Manager. See your active and recent downloads in Safari and access them easily from the new downloads folders and files. Alright. Also has dark mode here. This is a new thing in iOS 13. It'll also be available on iPadOS as well, so that is a win. So the dark mode is my favorite feature of iOS 13. So shout out to Apple for that. This is long overdue. So finally dark mode is finally here on iOS. So it's about time. Android got an Android Q officially. So Apple did it with iOS 13, so dark mode is here on the iPadOS as well. So yeah, if you guys like dark mode, it's a win. Since dark mode introduces a dramatic new look for iPad, it's thoroughly designed to make every element on the screen easier on your eyes and is seamlessly integrated throughout the system. And it's simple to turn on from Control Center or set to automatically turn on at night. You guys can have control over dark mode. You guys can have it on all the time, or you guys can have it on at night. It's up to you. Personally, I would have it on all the time, personally, because I love dark mode and it's great on your eyes and stuff like that. So it's great for reading at night or whatever you guys want to do at night. Dark mode will help you out with that. So shout out to Apple for that. So that's what dark mode looks like on the iPad. I would say you guys see everything is dark mode, the apps and all that shit. The notifications are dark and all that. It also has Genius, gorgeous new look here. So it's a cool new look that's easy on the eyes and perfect for low light environments. Privacy and security, that's a big thing with iOS now. They've been having that for like a while now. Android been having that too. So privacy and security is very important. Privacy and security are at the core of everything we do. iPadOS pushes privacy protection even further with new features that help you stay it helps you stay in control of your data while enjoying the personalized experience you want. A simple way to sign into apps and websites that respect your privacy. That is a win. So that's a win because privacy and security is very important, and that's very important to a lot of people. So yeah, that's a win. Yeah. So you guys can sign to Apple or using other sign-up options if you guys want. Also has HomeKit, secure video. Introducing camera storage design around security and privacy. It also has privacy, of course. We build privacy into everything we do, and iPadOS is no different. Also has photos, of course. With its big, immersive retina display, iPad is the perfect device for browsing and editing your photos, and it's powerful enough to handle any photo editing task. iPadOS makes managing iPadOS makes managing manipulating photos much more efficient by bringing you fast, simple, new ways to capture, edit, and browse. On the Photos tab, a new creative view of your best moments from every day, month, and year. So that's pretty good. Redesign editing, new tools let you control any adjustment or filter so you can fine-tune your photos. It also has powerful video editing. So I maybe should get an improvement here. Nearly every tool in effect you use on your photos can be used on videos, including rotate, crop, and audio enhance. Performance, iPad has always been fast and responsive, but with iPadOS you'll notice that everything moves a little faster. It has faster, it does have faster unlock. iPadOS is even faster than iOS 12. For example, Face ID is now unlocks up to 30% faster. It has faster app launch, which is really good. Apps launch up to 2 times faster than before and are smaller in download size. So that's good as well, so you guys can be able to have more stuff on your iPads and stuff like that. And even more, you guys have App Arcade, which is a new thing from Apple. This is pretty interesting. It says play over 100 groundbreaking new games where storytelling and design are pushed further than ever before, all in a game subscription service unlike any other. So I'm pretty sure you'll have to pay for that. It does have voice control, so control your iPad with just your voice. Rich text editing features lets you make corrections as you dictate. Navigate comprehensively using voice commands and gestures, and you can even see numbers or names next to everything you do. Tap and superimpose a grid or screen to tap or direct controls. A new voice for Siri. The new Siri voice uses advanced neutral text-to-speech technology to sound just as natural while speaking longer phrases like when reading the news or answering announceable questions. It also has ARKit 3, which is the 3rd generation of ARKit here. So AR apps can now place virtual objects naturally in front or behind people and use human movement and poses for new and more immersive experiences. It has smarter ways to share. When you share a photo or document, your iPad suggests who you might want to share it with and which app you may want to use, so you can quickly share with just a tap. I guess it's supposed to be something loaded up right here, but nothing that loaded up for some reason, so I don't know what to do about that. More useful ways to use maps, more useful ways to look at maps. Look around, shows you where you're going with the seamless high resolution experience. All the map features more realistic details of roads, beaches, and more. And collections lets you track and show you must-see spots. It has custom me emoji and messages. Make your me emoji one in a trillion with new hairstyles, hair wearing, makeup, and piercings. And now me emoji automatically becomes sticker packs, so you can use them in messages now in third-party apps. Also has an all-new reminders apps. Now it's even easier to create and organize reminders. Smart lists make it easy to display and track your upcoming reminders. The quick toolbar lets you add dates, times, and locations, flags, photos, and more, and suggest reminders you might want to add. You have text formatting tools in Mail. Now you can write professionally looking emails on the variable formatting options that include font style, size, and color, and alignment, indenting and outdenting text, and numeric and bullet list. Also has new and improved notes. So the notes app should show up here. It's right here. Yeah, it loaded. I thought I didn't load it at first, but I did load up the notes app right here. A new gallery view and more powerful search help you find whatever note you need right when you need it. The new checklist option helps you get more done and share photos, make it easy to collaborate with others on folders and notes. Has audio sharing for iPad, for AirPods. Now you compare two sets of AirPods to one iPad and easily listen to a song or watch a movie along with your friends. So you got some two AirPods paired together at the same time on the iPad. So you and your friend can listen to music or watch a movie or whatever you guys want to do. Having two AirPods connected at the same time. That's a one. Hand off to HomePod. When you walk through the door, simply hold your iPad close to the HomePod to seamlessly hand off the music, podcast, or phone call. So that's pretty interesting. Now you see how that works. So that's like most of the features for iPadOS. Coming out this fall. This is for iPads only. So yes, like all the recent iPads should be getting this in the fall. So the iPad is more recent. That guys be getting this in the fall. So this is pretty cool. So finally, it's on. That was for the iPad finally. So I'm sure a lot of people will be interested to try that out. You guys can probably get the preview version now, probably. I'm not really sure, but it'll be available this fall. So yeah, so if you guys have an iPad, you guys will be getting iPadOS as well. So it's gonna be a whole different look than what it has been in the past. So you guys will have your own OS to work on and stuff like that. It has dark mode and all that stuff. So I'm sure it has a lot of the iOS 13 features in iPadOS. So that is a win. So yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. If that's been a lot, please rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.